Hello, everyone. I'm a real conservative, and I'm here to share my viewpoints in an effort to bring together a dreadfully divided community. Being open about socio-political matters is not easy in this age. Believe me, I'm aware of that. But I also believe that if we can share the viewpoints that are important to us in a rational, non-confrontational manner, we can better understand each other and finally unite as a society. Now, it can be very difficult for someone with an ingrained set of beliefs to realize that there are perfectly legitimate viewpoints on the other side. If people with very staunch beliefs on an issue hear opposing viewpoints, they might start feeling as though a part of themselves is being threatened. And with that feeling comes a natural urge to be defensive. So these people might start firing verbal shots to attack the opposing viewpoints to lessen the chance of their own beliefs being damaged. Now, of course, you know this never works out. All that ends up happening is a back-and-forth match that never really gets resolved. The only result is two people or two groups of people getting increasingly hostile toward each other. Now, if you get into the habit of being overly defensive, you may start becoming too wary of people who oppose your views, almost to the point of being paranoid, afraid that anyone who simply has a belief that opposes your own is ready to attack at any moment. In my last video, I talked about the conservative stance on the LGBT community and how I don't personally agree with it. Now, let me reiterate that I was speaking about the traditionally conservative viewpoint. Most conservatives today have warmed up to the LGBT community and recognize that such relationships can be strong, as well as promote family dynamics and ethical decision-making. Now, I know that nobody in the LGBT community or anyone actively involved in such issues wants to hear some extreme conservative say that someone who's openly LGBT is pushing their agenda onto the general population. Frankly, I don't like hearing that either. It's a terrible thing to say, and I wish people would just stop. But the thing is, this kind of sentiment also happens in the other direction. Now, I'm sure you know that if anyone makes a comment in any kind of online forum and just happens to mention that he or she believes in God, then this person will inevitably get a handful of replies forcefully saying why he or she shouldn't. But why does this happen? It's not like this person ordered anyone in the forum to believe in God, so why does this kind of backlash happen? It seems to me that the people who make these kinds of replies have felt that this person was pushing his or her agenda onto them, simply by being openly religious. Now, I'm not saying that everyone who doesn't believe in God acts this way, but it does happen. And it's the exact same sentiment displayed in those anti-LGBT comments, just on the opposite side of the socio-political spectrum. What this all comes down to is that there's a big difference between sharing your beliefs and pushing your beliefs. Now, if people are just describing what they believe in and why they value those viewpoints, there's no point in attacking them. That's perfectly decent. It doesn't cross the line into pushing beliefs unless they start telling you that you should agree with them. Now, that is the kind of thing that asks for trouble. Now, when you think about whatever beliefs or ideologies are important to you, you have to admit, you would like it if you could get other people to agree with you on those issues, wouldn't you? Now, I admit, as a conservative Christian, I would love it if more people took part in my viewpoints and believed in the things that I do. But I'm not going to sit here and tell people that they should side with me on religion, politics, or whatever. I know better than that. No one likes to be told what to do, so it's only going to lead to suffering if anyone tries to actually do it. What we can do, though, is give people an option. If we can share our beliefs rationally and give clear, understandable reasons for those beliefs without pushing them, then we're essentially telling people that this is something they could believe in if they wanted to. There would be justifiable reasons to go this route if they choose to do so. But remember, the goal isn't to get people to side with you, It's to get people to understand you. Now, that is the main difference between sharing and pushing beliefs. The goal is to introduce, not to persuade. Now, in today's culture, it can be very difficult to listen to someone's viewpoints and not automatically assume that he or she is trying to sell you on them. But more often than not, people just want to get something off their chest, and nothing more. Is it really worth it to start a flame war with people who just wanted to introduce themselves? If, in doing that, your goal was to persuade, you wouldn't be doing a very good job of it. As the old saying goes, pick your battles. It doesn't make sense to push back if the person was never actually pushing you. So the next time you come across some comment somewhere that expresses a viewpoint that's different from your own, just think about it for a moment. Is this person really attacking you? Are they telling you what to think? Or are they just saying what's on their mind? Now, you can offer your own viewpoint as a counterexample if you want to, but is there any reason to be hostile about it? Is there any reason to attack this person? Why not just introduce this person to your viewpoint, especially if this person was civil about theirs? There's no real reason to turn something like this into a competition because really, there's nothing to win. We have a privilege in the fact that we can openly share our viewpoints in forums and situations like this. But let's not use it to put ourselves on a high horse. All right, we're all in this society together. Let's all stay on equal footing. Thanks for watching.